Hey everyone, it's Carrie. How are you? I am here with day number 5, video number 5 of the series that I'm doing about why your home is not your happy place. And just give me a second here. I am going to refresh my computer and get this shared into the group, and then we'll get started. So there are 4 other previous videos to this series, and I hope you go back and take a look at those as well, because there's lots of information that we talked about. And you can find them all in the Facebook group, Feels Better, Flows Better, Feng Shui for Inspired Living, and also on my YouTube channel, which is called Feng Shui Pathways. And sorry, I typed the wrong word. There you go. Okay, so that's all shared. So thank you for waiting. Yeah, this has been a great week. I have really enjoyed talking about this, and whoops, hold on. Okay, so I have lots of notes to cover. Let me start by introducing myself. My name is Carrie Miller. I'm the founder of Feng Shui Pathways and author of the book Feels Better, Flows Better, Feng Shui for Inspired Living. I work with people that understand that their surroundings have an impact on them, but they might not understand why it might be impacting them in a not so great way. And we create spaces that are warm and welcoming and that they love to be in, and that are uplifting and energizing instead of distracting and depleting. So I've been talking all week about, the reasons why your home is not your happy place. Maybe you're coming home at the end of a long day and you walk in the door and you feel heavy and frustrated because you're looking around and you're not seeing a space that feels supportive or that feels overwhelming and distracting, or maybe you're seeing a whole to-do list that you have not been able to get to yet. Maybe you walk in and you feel anxious because you know that the dynamics of the family are a little bit stressed right now, or maybe you just feel heavy overall, or sad or emotional. Like, I think people don't necessarily attribute these feelings of frustration, anxiety, sadness, anger, emotional outbursts to the unseen energies that are in their space. But I want to make you aware that that very much can be exacerbating any feelings that you have, and also making it hard to break out of those feelings, keeping you kind of caught in a pattern of always feeling tired or always feeling depleted or overwhelmed or frustrated, and not really feeling like you can change your situation. And if you think about how much time you spend in your home, and how much money you've invested in your home, every month you write checks out to everything to maintain your home, it should really be a place that you love being in. It should support you, it should uplift you, it should energize you, it should refresh you. So that you're feeling better while you're there, and you have more energy when you leave the house and go out into the world to do your job, or to volunteer at school, or to do any of the things that you do. Any of the relationships that you have will be stronger and more supportive if you're feeling good overall. And since you spend so much time in your house, the energy of your home has a really big impact on how you are feeling overall. So all week we've been talking about different reasons. Day 1 we talked about you might just not be getting enough energy into your house, or it might not be able to find you where you are. On day 2 we talked about your home might not be reflecting who you are now. Maybe you've evolved and changed, but your home is keeping you stuck in old habits or stuck in the past, or just feeling like you can't move forward. On day 3 we talked about different the energies of the different items and objects that we surround ourselves with, and how there are different personalities to the types of elements we surround ourselves with, which can encourage certain types of feelings or behaviors, and we want to balance that so it feels good and is uplifting, instead of heavy or aggravating, I guess. And then yesterday we talked about just kind of the unseen energy that's around you, that's there because of the emotional undercurrent that either was previously in your house before you even moved in there, or that's created by just the day-to-day emotions that are repeated over and over again. So today we're talking about something a little bit different. This is something, usually I talk about this first off because it is such a big thing, but I wanted people to pay attention to the other items as well. What I want to talk about basically is just the heaviness of the things in your surroundings. So when you are, putting things in your space, everything that you're surrounded with has its own vibrational energy. Hi Laurie, how are you? And that energy of all those objects, hi Olga, how are you? That's all interacting with you. So, all the decor items, all the furnishings, all the paperwork, all of the kitchen tools and other things that you use, all of that has an energetic vibration, and you're connected to it in some way. So in a sense, everything that you surround yourself is attached to you and pulling on you in a subliminal, energetic way that you may not be fully paying attention to, but it could very well be one of the reasons why you are feeling depleted or heavy or weighed down or frustrated or challenged when you're in your space. So let me give you some examples. You might think that a table is inanimate, that it doesn't have any energy to it, that it's just, it's just there, it's just a placeholder. But there really is energy connected to you. And so, just to give you an example, you could have a basic IKEA table that you picked up and plopped in the middle, and maybe there's still an energetic cord between you and that item, but it's not really very charged. It's not emotionally charged. After a few years of gathering around that table and celebrating with family and creating memories, it becomes more emotionally charged. And think of that in comparison to an item maybe that was handed down by, it's a family heirloom, and that has tons of history and family connections, and it may even have emotions like feeling obligated to take care of it, or maybe some sadness because you miss the people and the memories that are attached to it. So all of this stuff that we surround ourselves with really can become very heavy and charged with emotion. And if we're not checking in with it and paying attention to whether or not we're surrounding ourselves with things that are uplifting and energizing, we can very quickly get weighed down and stuck and heavy and feeling. And, so if you're surrounded by a lot of stuff, think about all those energetic cords, that all the things that you're being attached to energetically on a subliminal level that you can't even see, but all that's pulling on you and weighing you down. So the more stuff you have, the more heavy you can feel. But you can also just have, maybe you're a minimalist, but you have some really key items that you've kept, but those are really emotionally charged items. Those can also really be weighing you down. Or depleting your energy, depleting the energy of the home. So, it's just important to check in with your stuff and see whether it's lifting you up or whether it's weighing you down. And if you are feeling heavy and stuck, that could be one of the reasons why you're not feeling happy in your home. Just to give you an example, just last week I was working with a client. We were working in the career area. Hi Ross, how are you? The career area of her home. In that area there was a large hutch which had belonged to her mother and had a lot of her mother's possessions in it. Her mother passed a while ago. And we knew we had to create circulation in that area of her life because she wanted to get some, career flow, some workflow, some more business. So we took everything out of that hutch and, kind of laid it out, and we're looking at it. And this is the key. Like, it's really easy to talk yourself into keeping these things because those energetic connections are so strong. It's hard to kind of cut it and break it. But they can be weighing you down. So, for example, there was this one item that I asked her whether she was going to keep that or pass that on, and she looked at it and said, oh, that's okay to keep. There's, she gave some reason that made perfect logical sense. And so I said, hold on a second, let's just take another minute. Can you pick that item up and hold it and, put it close to your heart and just connect with it and see what feeling you are actually getting from it. And she did that, and she burst into tears, and she was saying, this is sadness. This is all about sadness to me, and I don't want any more of that in my life. So, you know, that extra moment of connecting with the item really allowed her to realize how much the energy of the cord between her and that item was pulling on her, and really creating a vibration in the space, or contributing to a vibration in the space that wasn't moving, that wasn't lively, that wasn't uplifting. And one of the reasons why she has not been happy in her home for a while. So it's really important to look at these kind of things. And this is something that I do with my clients all the time. You know, if you are ready to feel energized and uplifted by your home, to feel lighter and freer and fresher when you walk in the door, so that you have more energy to spend with the people in your home, or more energy to take with you as you leave and go out for your day. If you want to have complete clarity about what you're trying to create in each of your life areas, and make sure that you're harnessing the energy and directing it so that it's supporting you in creating those things. And you want to make sure that you're optimizing yourself in all your life areas. So you want to make sure that you're optimizing your potential in your career, your financial success, your relationships, your health. Then Feng Shui and a Feng Shui assessment is a really great way to go. And I would love to chat with you. I have some great offers right now. I'm offering hundreds of dollars off of my life design package, and I only have 2 spaces where I'm offering that available. All you have to do is jump on a call with me. I'm going to place a link in the comments where you can click on it, set up a time to just chat with me. If you're not comfortable with the technology of setting up a calendar appointment, just tag me or private message me, and we can set up a time to talk. I'm really passionate about helping people create spaces that are energetically uplifting and that support them, and that they feel good to be in. Because I know when they're feeling that way, they have so much more to put into all the parts of their life, and they bring that higher vibration out into the world. So I would love to work with you. That is the end of the series. I am going to come back on Tuesday. Tuesday morning I will be going live in my group, Feels Better, Flows Better, Feng Shui for Inspired Living. And I will be answering questions about Feng Shui. So if you have a Feng Shui question, please, you can even post it here, and I will move it over and make sure that I address it on Tuesday. So that's all, everybody. Take care. Bye.